What's going on, everybody? Rifle season on public land here in Game Zone 2 opened yesterday, and I am here on a piece of public that I started hunting last year. It's got a lot of deer on it. It's a bunch of big oaks, or big pines, as you can see here, and then you can see there's like clumps of oaks in there. The acorns are falling, the rut is starting. It's cool today. It's been rainy for the last 16 hours or so. It's set up to be a good night. Everything is starting to fall into place for the bucks to start moving. Everything I've been seeing online is people are seeing bucks and starting to kill bucks. So I'm going to hike in and hunt a spot today that I've never been before. I found a group of oak trees on a side hill on the map, and I'm gonna walk in on a closed road and then cut over and hunt them. If I get in there, it doesn't look good. It's early, it's only like 2 o'clock. I'll hit one of those other spots in one of these big pine areas where I can see a lot and sit there. I've got my climbing stand. I've got my 7mm 08. We're gonna get in here and do some hunting and see if we can make it happen. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we can get on a buck today. So as you can see, I just ran that one over, but the acorns are falling. That's a good sign. This is a white oak right above me. So you can see the deer absolutely love white oaks, or white oak acorns. And hopefully they're in this area I'm hiking to. So let's get to hiking and see what happens. The acorns are definitely falling. I'm working my way up the edge of these oaks trying to figure out a spot I want to sit. I think I'm gonna go right up here. Look at my pants. All these stickers like seeds. Pretty awesome. Should be able to find somewhere to sit right over here. So here's my spot. You can see, I can see way out there. I'm pretty sure those dark trees right there, that would be bedding. Those are thick, short pines. And all this stuff, as you guys saw when I was walking through it, is way taller than it looks. All of these down here are oak trees, and I can see down to the bottom. And then there's a few holes like here and here, and then through here where I can see even farther, all the way down. So I think there's a decent chance I could catch something walking across here, and hopefully if they come from that way through the tall stuff, they're coming to these oaks to feed. What's going on, everybody? Today is October 16th. It's a little after 4:30. Got off work, came straight over here to some public land. I'm getting ready to hike in. This is a new spot I've never been to. I'm doing something a little different this year. I'm just checking the wind and then picking different spots on the map where I'll have different spots picked and I'll just go in there based on the wind. Most of these places I've never hunted before. Sometimes one, most of them never, and I've been seeing a lot of deer. And it's just because I'm getting in there, it's unpressured. And if I get in there and like I spook a deer, or even if I hunt there, I'll wait a while before I sit there again. And I've seen deer almost every time I've hunted this year. So this is a spot, let's go on the map. Should be perfect for this wind. I'm gonna get in here. Should be some pines, some open areas, and some oak trees based on the map. So I'm gonna hike in here. It's about, I don't know, 400 yards or so. Shouldn't take me, but maybe 10 minutes max, probably less than that. Get up in a tree and see what happens. So stick around, should be a good night. Well guys, this spot looks awesome, just like I thought it would look. There's a bunch of short pines there, which should be bedding, and then a bunch of, it's kind of like a hardwood creek bottom. There's a bunch of white oaks that come up here on these fingers. And it wouldn't surprise me if these fingers here and this one here have some rubs in them. There are all kinds of trails. You can see one going there. You can see them going there, there. I mean, there are literally trails everywhere. There's a whole bunch of white oaks back there. They're all small white oaks. My wind is going straight like that, which it's supposed to be. This whole thing right here, all of those are mostly white oaks, but there are some other oaks in there too. It just looks fantastic. So I'm gonna sit down and shut up. It's high 50s, October 16th. Hopefully it's on tonight. Just sit and see. Well, I just saw a doe right over there. She came across there. I don't know where she came from. Maybe out of that little strip there. I was actually putting on my sweatshirt and then I looked up and there was a deer there. So definitely could have shot her if I was wanting to shoot a doe. Big doe. I haven't seen anything come out behind her, so still early. I got an hour and a half at least until dark. Keep sitting and see what we see. I got some does feeding out in front of me under these white oaks, just like I thought they would. There's 3 there, and then there's 1 over there. And hopefully a buck will show up and check them. They're all does. No yearlings or anything, so it'd be nice for a buck to show up. What's going on, everybody? Today is October 17th. I am headed back in. I'm gonna sit in the same spot I sat yesterday, which I've been trying not to oversit areas. I haven't been sitting anywhere more than like twice. The wind is perfect for that area though, and I didn't blow the deer out of there or anything. Same wind as yesterday, just a little less. Yesterday I think it was 7 or 8, and today it's like 3 or 4. But I just checked it, it's perfect. Got some other areas I really want to hunt, but the wind just isn't right yet. 3 deer last night right at dark did run off. They didn't smell me, they just saw me because it was right at dark and I had to get out, and they had worked their way so close to me that they just saw me. I mean, I was climbing a pine tree and they were like 20 yards or less. So, but they never blew. They took off one time, actually came back and then left again. So there's a ton of food in here. There should still be deer in here. It's only like a 8 or 10 minute walk in here. So I should be up the tree. It's sunny today. It hasn't been sunny in a week. So sunny today. And yeah, I'm here a little earlier. It's only like 4:40. So I should be up the tree around 5 o'clock and have 2.5 hours or so to sit. So ease in here, and maybe tonight we'll see a buck, a good buck. I saw a spike last night, but maybe we'll see a good buck tonight. So I'm back again tonight, and those deer last night I was talking about, when they finally saw me, they were like right here. They were so close. But that was right at last light, and that was just 3 of them. I saw 8 last night. I had a group feed here. We got some white oaks right here, and then all of those are white oaks, and I had deer feeding all over there, you know, one and then another one, and then another one would show up. I did see one deer back here behind me. Most of them that came over here then ended up moving that way, and that's the way I walk in. So I have to walk in right back there. I did see one deer back here farther last night too. The wind seems right now. It was kind of swirling when I first got up in the tree, but it's kind of straightened out to where it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna sit down and shut up, and hopefully something fun will come through. So it's only 5:15, and you can legally sit until like 7:50. So you can only see a little before that, but I got basically 2.5 hours to sit, 2 hours, 15 minutes, and I just had 4 does come through already right there. So that's a good sign, I guess. The wind was kind of swirling a little bit, so I was actually checking the wind with my wind checker, and I looked down there, there were a couple of deer there, and they just walked through. They weren't stopping to feed or anything. I don't know if they caught my wind or when it swirled or what happened, but I could have shot any one of them if it had been a good buck. So hopefully they keep it up and we keep seeing some deer. I just killed a buck. It's like 5:20. Let me show you what happened. I did not get it on film. There was no chance to get it on film. So I just told you, I just saw those deer go through, and I heard something, and I look, and there's 2 deer, 2 does going across here, and I can see a deer running behind them, chasing them. And it comes out over here. I could see it was a buck, and I really can't tell how big it was. So I'm not 100% sure. And he got right there in those trees, and he was still trotting. I shot him moving. That's probably 130 yards over there. I'm not sure. I can range it and find out. But I smoked him. He's dead over there. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of time and see what happens, see if anything else comes through. But I finally got a buck. Man, it's early, but he was straight up chasing him. Well, guys, I was back up over there, and he's pretty much exactly what I thought he was. I did hit him back a little bit because he was running, but 6 point. Well, I guess he's a 7 point. Broken point there. He's all right. He's not a giant, but he's decent. And my goal is to kill 2 good bucks this year. So now, with it being October 17th and having time, my goal is now to find a good one. A nice, a big buck or better. Well, guys, here he is. He's decent. He's not anything big. He's been rubbing some trees. He's got a big scar on his back right here from fighting, but it's good to get one down. and we'll keep on hunting. So now I got about 2.5 months to try to put down a good one, and that's the goal. So see what happens. Well, that was heavy, but I got him out. Whew.